All right, welcome everyone to another episode. Hey, what's up, Godfuzz? What is this, man? I was working on a video, and I thought I need to crank out another video for whiskey and RPGs, and I thought I'm just gonna power through. So this will be a quick one. It will be no more than an hour long, if that. I thought I'd cover some of the news that we have going on. With this first one, I thought this was kind of funny, and I know this is going to get a ton of backlash. Microtransactions are coming to Battlefield 2042. Welcome, by the way, Godfuzz. I do appreciate you checking out my channel, but I'm surprised, but also not. I know what you mean. I'm surprised that they're even doing this, considering that this game is still not doing so great. Like, fix the game first. Like, or maybe the game's already fixed now. Maybe it's in a good spot where they're able to do this now. But even if it was, I don't think introducing microtransactions that early is going to... It's not going to instill a whole lot of confidence, you know? I don't know how true this tweet is. I'm pretty sure it's true because I think I retweeted it, but Elon Musk was jokingly saying he's going to buy EA next and put Battlefield offline. I thought that was pretty funny. Right? If people are playing. So, you know what? Let's actually check that out. Let's go to Steam database. I'm kind of curious. Okay, I do apologize that it is cut off on the right there, but it's more or less the same as right here. So yeah, concurrent players as of since May 3rd, May 4th. At peak, you're still getting at around 2,500 players at peak. And around, at peak, you're still getting around just over 1,000 Twitch viewers. I mean, it's not great, but it's I suppose it is what it is. I mean, they had a massive peak right here back in May 1st with just over 3,000 players and just under 2,000 Twitch viewers. Maybe there was a drop. But yeah, people are still apparently playing this game. I don't know how well it typically does. I mean, I guess we could look at other Battlefield games. Let's see. Let's try Battlefield 5. And let's change this to lifetime all down here. Yeah, it's cut off on the right there. But actually, Battlefield 5 seems to be doing a lot better. Look at that, 18,000 players. Granted, it only has 200 Twitch viewers, but Halo Infinite doubled its Steam base with the new season. Oh, has it? I know next to nothing about the new Halo game. I hear good things, I hear bad things, but I mean mostly bad things, truth be told. But yeah, I don't really follow arena shooters anymore. They're kind of boring for me. But then again, I suck at shooters anyway, so... Anyways, going back to the story. Again, it's not really RPG news, but I thought I'd cover it anyways. Also, this does look like Kennethan. This... Those of you who don't know, I do an MMORPG podcast with... two other dear brothers of mine in Christ, Kennethan and Sir Johnziel. So, but anyways, new data miner, Tempor something, have discovered new skins, bundles, and more in the files of the most recent Battlefield 2042 update. So, got a little screenshot there. I don't know how to talk English apparently. But yeah. Or actually, does this have comment sections? I guess not. I still think that's pretty funny though. Anyways, moving on. So moving on to MMORPG.com. Now, this is a game that a lot of people have been talking about because it's so stylized. Everything is apparently hand painted. And it says here that Book of Travels gets a tech blog, which informs some about what's been happening in development, with development focused on improvements and things like stabilization. The Might and Delight team working on Book of Travels has published a brand new tech blog. This is a different kind of tech blog This is a different kind of dev blog that is exactly what it says, a tech blog 1, so there may be even more of these. So apparently this is one of those stylized hand-painted MMORPGs, although it doesn't truly act like an MMO in a traditional sense. Rather, I guess you're instanced into zones and you have access to other people to play with, but you just won't be having a bunch of people running around like in a typical MMORPG. But did I read the tech blog? No, I didn't. I just wanted to bring to your guys' attention. Not necessarily my cup of tea, I will be honest. I know it's really cool and hip to, be into like the artistic, sort of games out there, but yeah, I just can't do it. All right, moving on. Lost Ark's May update is a go called Destined for Destruction and packed with new content. Now, before we move on, I just got to get something off my chest. The bots in this game are really... How do I make this rated G? It is very... I am getting very upset and angry. Last night, and this didn't happen once or twice, multiple times. I tried logging onto the Lost Ark 1 o'clock in the morning, Pacific Standard, and I couldn't. My queue time was around 4,500. 1 in the morning. Why? Because of all those stupid bots. And this has been something that's been plaguing Western servers since it's been about 2 weeks now, but the server I'm on, particularly bad. Some other people that I know that are in Western servers will get a queue time of 200, maybe 100, but no, mine almost 5,000. And it's just like, please fix this, please. Anyways, sorry. That's gotta be a gentleman here. That's my rant for the night. Anyways, it goes on to say that after Amazon Games and Smilegate RPG looked at the player progression data for Lost Ark, enough of our player base has reached the item level. I certainly haven't, because I haven't been able to play this game. The player base has reached an item level needed to participate, or should get there in time, excuse me. So it's full speed ahead with this update, Destined for Destruction. The Destroyer Advanced class is included, as well as a brand new Guardian raid, the first Legion raid, as well as new quests and world activities, new gear rarity, and much more. Yeah, this seems like a lot of endgame content here. So the Legion raid is supposed to be like their content for actual dungeon raids that are stereotypical with MMORPGs. I think this is supposed to be like a full 8-man raid or something like that, if I remember correctly. Destroyer class looks fun, though. I know they just released the Glavier class. I'm not really having that much fun with it. I don't like switching between 2 weapons, but, if you guys are, that's awesome. I just can't. South Fern will also be getting new content. Now, that's part of the region that just was released in the last update. Which does include a new field boss, new Chaos Gate, and more. There's also Wild Wings Island, where you can turn into a chicken and take on a huge chicken boss. That actually sounds fun. If you're not in the mood for a Guardian raid, that is, this is a site of new co-op content as well. Yeah, okay. I better start leveling up fast, because that sounds pretty awesome. Anyways, it looks like the requirement, or the gear item requirement, to participate in the next upcoming content will be 415 for normal and 445 for hard, when it comes to at least the what is it here? The new Legion raid. So yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be 415. There's no way I'm gonna get there in time if this is truly coming out in May. So anyways, there you have it. More things from Lost Ark. Again, a game I do enjoy playing, but I just wish they'd fix their stupid bot problems. So I have no idea what this is, so we'll figure it out together. Next in their article, it says Digital Extremes announces TennoCon 2022, and it's happening on July 16th. Is this the makers of well, anyways, hang on. That's what I thought. Warframe. Digital Extremes, will be holding TennoCon or TennoCon? Yeah. TennoCon 2022 as a digital event on July 16th. The Warframe event will stream across several platforms from the studio's home of London, Ontario. There's a London in Ontario? London and well, no, Ontario, Canada is the Anyways, it's getting late. I don't want to think. Not a huge fan of Warframe, but it is a game that's massively popular with millions of players still playing that game to this date. But yeah, there you have it. I think that's just essentially what I wanted to bring to your attention, is the fact that they're doing a digital only event for the folks behind Warframe. I mean, I'd get into what they're covering, but I have no idea what they'd be talking about, and I don't want to sound like an idiot. Next, something I haven't heard of. In their next article, it says NetEase opens Jackalope Games, headed by MMORPG vet Jack Emmert, to create engaging online universes. That sounds amazing, but I have a sneaky suspicion they mean mobile games. I hope they make like true MMORPGs for the consoles and PC. For the PC at the very least, but if they start making games for the mobile and then start calling them MMORPGs, I don't really care. NetEase Games has officially opened its NetEase Games has opened its first US-based studio, Jackalope Games, and it will be led by Jack Emmert, formerly of Cryptic Studios and Daybreak Games. That's actually pretty impressive. I wonder if he was around for City of Heroes and City of Villains, but anyways, Jackalope will be based in Austin, Texas, and will operate as an independent studio with creative autonomy. The first project will be backed 100% by NetEase. In a press release about the new studio, Emmert says, NetEase Games is the best possible place for me and my team to thrive. We share the same passion to create engaging online universes for gamers worldwide. NetEase Games is providing the support and resources needed to build a great studio, and great games, excuse me. Yeah, that sounds great, but again, I mean, I fear it's just going to be more mobile titles. And understandably so. Look, I get it. Mobile is where the money's at. The vast majority of where the money's at. Matter of fact, that's one of the biggest reasons why Microsoft bought Activision Blizzard, because they have a huge thriving mobile market as well that just generates a lot of money. But anyways, again, I just wanted to cover that. It doesn't seem like they're really releasing what types of games. It's just saying that they're going to release games with engaging online universes. But we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted for sure. Now here's a game that's been kind of struggling, admittedly. Swords of Legends Online adds the Langquan Bridge, hard mode raid, and 3 extreme dungeons. I mean, it's doing a lot better than Elion Online from what I could tell. But yeah, still lots of content for this game. This is the sort of Chinese mythology themed, or Chinese fantasy rather, themed MMORPG. But yeah, never really got into it. But if you're somebody who still does play this game, let me know down in the comment section below. Just, what you think of this game, because I still have no desire to play it, unfortunately. From everything that I saw, it still looks like your run-of-the-mill MMORPG. Like, it doesn't do anything, one particular thing, like, great. But then again, if you're into Chinese mythology, I mean, it's probably a great game to play. All right, so I've never played Elite Dangerous. I do have a copy of the game back when it was still free. But I'm really curious as to what's happening, because if you didn't know already, Elite Dangerous, at least when it comes to the PC versions of the game, they're going offline. The dev said that the consoles pretty much says that they can no longer support it, or support the game on the consoles because of the hardware. I guess it's just wildly underpowered for the game, or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, it says in their next article, Elite Dangerous releases 2022 roadmap overview, including details on console profile transfers. So they're allowing people who played on the console versions of Elite Dangerous to port over to the PC with their accounts. Anyways, it says Frontier has released a 2022 roadmap for the Elite Dangerous, and it includes plans for players to be able to transfer their console profiles to the PC version that will continue their live development. And that's awesome, because I believe at first they thought they could only transfer over their credits, but if they're able to transfer everything else in terms of all the ships that the player acquired and the mats and whatnot, I think that I mean, they should. Anyways, when it comes to the console profile transfers, you'll be able to copy one profile on a one-time only basis to the PC version. Most elements will be copied, but some will not. Oh, so they can't copy everything. But the team details all the information in the new blog. If you copy a console profile to the PC version, your console profile will still remain there to play should you ever want to return to it. Oh, so they're not getting rid of Elite Dangerous off consoles? The update pace will change, with monthly development posts going away in favor of detailed notes upon release when the following updates are out, along with streams of Thursdays every fortnight. I thought they were going to get rid of it so that they have the ability to support only one source code, allowing them to just, make a better game for just one platform. But anyways, there you have it. And this is very timed. Very, very timed. In their next article, grab a free P1 XL droid in Star Wars The Old Republic to mark Star Wars Day. And Star Wars Day was a couple days ago as a recording of this video. It's May the 4th and all around. Many have been marking the day that has been adopted as Star Wars Day. Naturally, Star Wars The Old Republic is joining in on the celebration, and there's a special gift to all of those who log in through the 10th, which is an orange P1 XL droid. So you still have until the 10th, and today is the 6th. I haven't logged in yet, so yeah, if you want that droid or you want to collect more pets, just log in and you'll be able to get it, but just do so before the 10th. All right, moving on over to altchart.com. I do apologize. Oh, wait, the title actually isn't cut off there. It says Genshin Impact Switch version is still in development. I didn't even know they were making a Switch version of this game. Hoyo versus... I thought the company was called miHoYo, but anyways. Hoyo versus action role-playing game is a big hit on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, as well as the PC, not to mention mobile phones as well, but Switch owners are still waiting for the free-to-play game to arrive, but by the looks of it, they'll have to wait a little bit more. So then, are they making like an Xbox version of this game too? I thought that'd be pretty cool. Matter of fact, you could actually play this game through the Epic Game Store platform too, even though you could directly download it from them. But anyways. Let's see. Genshin Impact is a really gorgeous game with fun gameplay and AAA production, and the best part is it's completely free. The Japanese developer and publisher Hoyoverse. I thought this was a Chinese game. Developer and I could have swore. I thought Genshin Impact was made by a Chinese. Okay, I gotta look this up. My goodness, have I been wrong this whole time? The original author miHoYo. Developers miHoYo. Shanghai Mia Touring Film Technologies Ltd. Yeah, MiHoYo is headquartered in Shanghai, China. Why are they copying? Why are they saying this is a Japanese game? Am I missing something? Or maybe I have to look up Hoyo first. No, I'm still getting the same thing. Anyways, that took a weird detour. Anyways, I mean people who make or create articles can make mistakes too. I make mistakes all the time. So, anyways, the Chinese developer and publisher HoYoverse are kings of mobile gaming, and with their first step into console gaming, they are doing more than great. We're still waiting as though Genshin Impact has been announced for Switch. The latest news, rumors, yada yada yada. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's really talking about anything substantial other than you're just gonna have to wait a little longer if you want to play this game on the Nintendo Switch. Next, of course, more Genshin Impact news. 2.6 Phase 3 events officially revealed. An official Genshin Impact announcement has revealed that the events let me start that all over again. An official Genshin Impact announcement has revealed the events that will arrive as the third part of the current Genshin Impact version 2.6. The third part of the update won't bring any new limited banners. This is pretty interesting though too. Genshin Impact has officially confirmed that Genshin Impact Update 2.7 will get delayed due to the ongoing situation that's happening over in China. And if you didn't know, they're doing lockdowns over there too, even to this day. So developer MiHoYo will apparently introduce a third banner to Genshin Impact Update 2.6. The game's official social media accounts have revealed that the events will arrive with the updated 2.6 extensions. Still a fun game. I don't really play it as much anymore. I'm actually looking more forward to Tower of Fantasy, and if somebody says Tower of Fantasy is a complete ripoff of Genshin Impact, I would completely have to agree with them. Everything from the UI to the menu, it just looks like Genshin Impact but sci-fi. It's pretty incredible how much they ripped off Genshin Impact. But anyways, just wanted to mention that here really quick. Oh yeah, I wanted to cover this because I never heard of this game before. Next, we got an article from Destructoid.com, and it says here that open world RPG Outworld Definitive Edition, is out on May 17th. And this will be released on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series S and X. Outworld, a throw you in the deep and survival RPG, is getting a definitive edition on May 17th for the PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series S and X. You might not have heard of this one, but it made a splash on Steam in 2019 as an open world game with a sprinkle of souls and co-op support. Outworld wasn't afraid to push back. There's no fast travel, and it clicked with players who needed a break from bigger budget open world game design. Interesting. Okay. It struck me as a game that would be fun to learn, but not necessarily fun to finish, if you catch my drift. Post-launch updates helped, and with Outworld Definitive Edition, 9 Dot Studios is making one last push before focusing all our efforts on our next games. That logo looks very familiar. Oh, okay. I kind of remembered this game. I had a friend who wanted me to play this with him, but for whatever reason, I just never got into it. I think I may have played 10 minutes of it, maybe. I don't know. But there you have it. Definitive edition for Outworld, coming out May 17th. This is pretty cool, admittedly. In their next article from Destructor.com, Fallout 76 is opening up the PTS to test the Pitt expansion soon. I mean, to see the Pitt in the Fallout 4 engine, I guess, or Fallout 76 engine, I'm assuming they're the same engine, more or less. They do kind of look similar. But yeah, if you don't remember this is an expansion for Fallout 3. The Pit was, I don't even remember the contents of the story, but it was a DLC for Fallout 3, and you, I think, went through some sort of cave, and on the other end, it was like some gladiatorial place, and one of the weapons it introduced was this giant machine with saw blades that you could hack or saw people to death. Yeah, it's been a while since I played Fallout 3 or any of its contents, so, but just to kind of reminisce, you know, just to kind of think about Fallout 3, I think it's pretty fun. But anyways, it says in the coming days, the Pit returns to Fallout 76 as Bethesda has unveiled new details about the Fallout 76 PTS Pit build, which will shake out. No, I'm sorry. Goodness, I can't read. It unveiled new details about the Fallout 76 PTS Pit build, or how it will shake out and what it will entail. And if I'm not mistaken, this actually takes place in Pittsburgh, I believe. Let's see. Expeditions will have players heading to the White Springs Refuge to meet the Responders faction, and will task them hang on. I think this is not supposed to be there, this will part. And will task them charging up ultrasight batteries with 3 refuge daily quests to actually partake in said expansions. Naturally, the Pit is a huge part of the update too, and is accessible via the Union Dues mission through the expedition system. You know, Fallout 76 is one of those games I still want to play. I heard it's a lot better now, so we'll have to give that a try. But I'm still more excited to Fallout 5 if they ever announce that, which I'm pretty sure they will. But I don't want to have to wait another 5 to 7 years for that game, truth be told. But you know, I guess I'll take whatever I can. Oh, this is really interesting because if you didn't know, TERA is going offline, so I guess there's going to be a new rogue server for this game. Next, we got an article here from massivelyop.com, and it says Menma's TERA emulator awaits those who are looking for a new home before the MMO's PC shutdown. With news that TERA is going to be sunsetting on PC in June, one of the common questions asked by soon-to-be refugees is if there's an emulator or rogue server around that keep them playing their favorite title. There's some good news on that front in the form of Menma's TERA, described as the old 2013 Island of Dawn. Wait, hang on. Described as the old 2013 Island of Dawn is back where it should always be. Menma's TERA offers stronger monsters, revitalized farming events, a number of old dungeons that make a return, including Chandra's Manaya? Man, I don't even recognize any of these names anymore. Several PvP features, smoother character and gear progression systems, and the opportunity to earn cosmetic costumes by playing the game. Good on them. I played TERA for years. I had a lot of good memories playing this game, especially with my friends. A lot of rage moments too, especially when it came to the battlegrounds. when you don't guard the ladders, especially. Oh man. The Rogue server has been updating and developing for the better part of the year, making adjustments over that time frame. Post-launch update from September 2001 notes plans for adjustments, fixes, and changes. So I really wish there was a Rogue server for Tabula Rasa. That's the one MMO I really would like to get back into, but I know there's a small community trying to make that happen, but it doesn't seem like it's really going anywhere, unfortunately. The Star Wars Old Republic takes up its presence at this year's... Oh, no, never mind. This is completely different. So they're doing an in-person Star Wars celebration? There's going to be an in-person event happening, specifically Star Wars Celebration at Anaheim Convention Center on May 26th through the 29th, and devs from the Star Wars Old Republic would like people to know that they're going to be in attendance. Charles Boyd, Ashley Rule, Jackie Coe, and Fred Newman will be at the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes booth, making themselves available for poster signings and chats about the addition of Darth Malgus to the mobile game. Wait, hang on. This is... Oh, okay, I'm sorry. So Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes is the mobile game. Oh, that's why I was confused, because I thought this was talking about Star Wars The Old Republic. For those who have concerns about the health and safety of Anaheim... Okay, this is because of the coof. I wonder if they actually would hand out like special like mini pets that you could only get if you meet them in person. Do you guys remember that? I remember one of my favorite memories of going to places like Comic-Con in San Diego was that developers would actually go there and they would hand out Comic-Con limited edition pets and stuff like that. And you could only get it if you actually attended that con. Now, that made it super exclusive, and you might say that's kind of unfair for the rest of the players that play the game. I get that, but being able to have something other players don't, admittedly, was pretty cool. Especially if it was super niche like that. Now, I know BlizzardCon does the same thing, where there's content for World of Warcraft that you only get if you attend the BlizzCon conventions. And rightfully so, if you're willing to shell out that much cash, or if you're able to, and go to the event. And yeah, I don't know. I do love exclusive things like that, admittedly, but I don't think they'll do that here. And this is really interesting. I might have heard of this game, but I might have forgot about it. But it says here that Elteria Adventures continues to develop in spite of the fact that half the team is still hiding in bomb shelters in Ukraine. That's some dedication. That's pretty awesome. I mean, it's awesome that they're being dedicated. It's not the whole situation in the first place of why they have to do that is not awesome. Okay, let me rephrase that. But yeah, I don't know anything about this game other than the fact that it's a voxel-based game. But yeah, it looks like it's they're doing a play test on Steam here soon, which you could check out. Oh yeah, very, very voxel-based, very Minecraft-like, but just a little bit more detailed, it looks like, too. Like, the characters actually look like characters rather than giant walking boxes. And so it could be, I mean, it looks like a pretty fun game from what it looks like. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to just quickly mention that just because. All right, so next we got an article here from Gematsu.com. Pre-apocalyptic co-op action game Crossroads announced. I've never heard of that term before. You hear the term post-apocalyptic all the time, but pre-apocalyptic? Interesting. Hunted supernatural across the United States countryside. Piece of Cake Studios has announced Crossroads, a pre-apocalyptic cooperative action game where players join the Brotherhood as a supernatural hunter to fight deadly monsters across the United States countryside. Platforms and release dates were not announced. It kind of has that 80s vibes. I don't know if it's because of the car, but maybe they're kind of going for that Stranger Than Fiction look and feel. But yeah, pretty interesting. I mean, you don't really have a whole lot to go on, but I mean, yeah, it looks interesting to say the least. Anyways, just wanted to bring that to your attention in case you're somebody. Hey cat, how's it going? Why do I have no blips? Oh, I should totally add that, shouldn't I? Last article from Gematsu.com. And this is going to definitely be exciting to those of you who are looking for the next Final Fantasy game. Final Fantasy XVI here. Latest trailer almost complete and coming soon, producer Yoshida says. So expect the trailer to come out pretty soon. The latest trailer for Final Fantasy XVI is already complete and coming soon, producer Yoshida said during the Nier Reincarnation. Oh yeah, that's right. Nier Reincarnation and Final Fantasy 14 did a collaboration special, didn't they? A crossover event. Oh, I appreciate it, Kat. You have a good sleep. Thank you for checking in my channel. I do. It means a lot. So thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow. So Final Fantasy XVI is almost done, fortunately. in its final stretch. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. They do have like this pretty cool translation of the interview, but yeah, expect some pretty awesome content to be dropping soon. I'm looking forward to the trailer. I think I'll do a reaction of it pretty soon as well. You know, and I think this is going to be the first Final Fantasy in the series that looks very grim and dark. Like if previous Final Fantasy games had a movie rating, I would say it probably has a rated PG to rated PG-13 rating. But Final Fantasy XIV looks like it would have a rated R rating, because like you saw blood in the first trailer, and that's typically something you don't really see in Final Fantasy games. Not really an RPG, but I'm gonna include it anyways just because I thoroughly enjoyed the definitive edition, at least the first Mafia game. Oh, it was so fun. Just being able to kind of step back into the 1930s, even if it is just a video game. And just seeing the fashion, the cars, the way the city looks, that classic Americana style look and feel. Oh man, it was a lot of fun. Anyways, apparently a Mafia prequel is reportedly in early development, but multiple studio leads have departed Hangar 13. Oh, so we got some good news and bad news. A report suggests that a new Mafia game is in its early development at Hangar 13. The news comes as multiple leads have departed the studio. Parent publisher 2K announced that Hangar 13 studio head Hayden Blackman was leaving earlier this week to be succeeded by Nick Baines, formerly the studio head of Hangar 13 Brighton. In email to employees shared with outlets like VentureBeat, 2K said, "We are confident the studio is in great hands headed into the multiple projects currently underway, and the team has 2K's full support." Kotaku additionally reports that Hangar 13 is pivoting to create a new Mafia game currently set to be the prequel to the existing trilogy and development of Unreal Engine 5. If they're using the Unreal Engine 5 engine, that'd be so cool. So then it would actually take place even before the original Mafia game too? That'd be interesting. Like, so would this like take place during the 1920s then? Because there was a lot of mob and gangster activity during the 20s too. I think Lucky Luciani was during his prime was during the 1920s if I'm not mistaken. But anyways. Yeah, really looking forward to this one. Oh, we got more Genshin Impact news. I totally forgot about this. Genshin Impact is giving out 400 Primogems a week to make up for the delay for the 2.7 delay. It's getting towards that time where I'm going to start wrapping it up. But yeah, as I said earlier, 2.7 is being delayed because of the lockdowns that are happening over in Shanghai. Expect fragile resin and some enhancement materials too. But yeah, I don't think we really need to get into that. I mean, I think we've already talked enough about Genshin Impact as it is, but I think, yeah, I just wanted to mention this really quick in case you want free Primogems to collect your potentially new waifu. You'd probably still have to end up shelling out $200-300 anyways. This is exciting. This is exciting because I'm a huge RPG fan, as you guys already know, but I grew up on WWE, WWF wrestling when I was a kid. But it says here in the next article from GamesRadar.com, WWE says it's making a wrestling RPG. So this is different because usually the wrestling games that we've been getting is just a fighting game essentially with a storyline that takes probably a few hours to beat. I mean, it's been like that since the No Mercy days of N64, right? But anyways, it goes on to say that WWE RPG is in the works. As chief brand officer and frequent on-screen personality, Stephanie McMahon confirms in a company's latest financial report, the WWE recently signed a new deal in the role-playing game space that will be announced soon, as McMahon explains in the company's first quarter earnings call, transcribed by Seeking Alpha. Austin Creed, known as The ring, or hang on, Austin Creed, known in the ring as Xavier Woods, shared a teasing GIF on Twitter in response to the news. Creed also hosts the Up Up Down Down gaming channel on YouTube and is a regular host on G4 TV. I actually have heard of that channel, but I don't really know much about it, unfortunately. So we could actually see the tweet here. Oh, it's just a meme. There are no additional details about the WWE RPG just yet, but my man says gaming is a priority for WWE to reach our next-gen audience, with over 80% of WWE's audience self-identifying as gamers. Smart move. Definitely smart. I agree to that. That's next gen as in people under 34, not necessarily PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X fans. Okay, fair enough. That didn't even occur to me. McMahon also says that WWE is continuing to evaluate the metaverse, both walled garden environments that already exist, as well as decentralized properties. Whatever that ends up meaning, we can expect to hear more in the coming months. So I guess they're doing metaverse things too with Facebook, I guess. But what about the titles that they have been cranking out with? As for the traditional WWE games, McMahon says the company is extremely pleased with WWE 2K22. After taking a little more than half a year off to improve the game engine, we worked hand in glove with our partners at Take-Two Interactive, listened to our customers and fans, and earned back their trust by developing a game that exceeded their expectations. I don't know if that's true. Maybe it is. I haven't played WWE 2K22. I haven't heard any bad things, but I haven't heard any good things either. Maybe that's probably because it's not really in the purview of games I typically play. But the fact that they're making an RPG where I'm guessing maybe you do something like you start off with their TNX brand or something as a newbie, and you start climbing the ladder, and just teaming up with the right people, in the locker room. And yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited about this. And plus, what kind of attributes would you be able to put in your character? I mean, it's WWE, so you'd obviously have charisma, strength, agility. What else? What else do WWE wrestlers have other than those? Anyways, this is cool. I'm excited about this one.